you can come on in. I want to go back to when Carson was in diapers, when he was a toddler, and walk me through. Did he ever, show his artmanship on your walls with Crayola markers by chance? Or when did you know this kid was really gifted?
You know what's funny, Val, that you bring this up? He wasn't that kid. He wasn't a scribbler. He went straight to artwork. But it's so funny, as we were, you always show prep, and I started kind of thinking about this show yesterday a little bit. I said, is there an anecdote or a story I could tell about Carson that really maybe is a first-time release story, or that really indicates who he is as a human being? And I found one. Do you want to hear it, Val, while Carson is ramping up his mic there? Do you want to hear this quick anecdote?
Yeah, absolutely.
When your next guest, Carson Meekin, was 5 months old, maybe 5.5 months old, we were living in Seattle. This was back, Val, in 1989. Goodness. He was 5 months old, and Deborah and I decided to fly back to Montreal and then fly down to Florida as the unveiling of the grandkids to the grandparents, right? My mom lived in Montreal.
Right.
Carson's grandparents, Deb's folks, lived in Florida. So we did the North America round robin, right, with the grandkids. Anyhow, in the middle of winter in Montreal, we were visiting with the twins. Now remember, Carson's 5 months old here, okay? And my brother graciously had lent me his apartment so that we could stay as a family in Montreal and blah, blah, blah. So we borrowed a playpen. We borrowed a playpen so that the twins, the babies, could be comfortable and blah, blah. Anyhow, the first night we stayed over at my brother's apartment, that would have been Uncle Bobby, that Carson would remember, Uncle Bobby. In the middle of the night, I had a dream. And the dream was that Carson said, "Hi, Daddy." It was a weird dream, and because it wasn't a baby, it was like it was like a 10-year-old, Val. Okay, so that was a dream. Anyhow, the next morning, Deborah said to me, I had the weirdest dream. I dreamt that Carson said, "Hi, Daddy," just like a 10-year-old. And we looked at each other. Seriously, Val, I don't know if Carson remembers this story, but we looked at each other and we said, "You know what? We've got a special child here. We've probably got an old soul child here." And Val, he was 5 months old. He couldn't talk. So there you go. I always start with secrets from the inside, and there's a good one.